Hello, Mature Divas. I'm Rhonda, the Mature Diva, and today I want to have a conversation about 10 frugal hacks we can implement to have financial freedom and live our best life in our 50s and beyond and never be broke. Now, you may be thinking the terms frugal and fabulous won't work together, but they do. Being frugal now can lead to fabulous later. My definition of fabulous isn't dripping in diamonds. It's a mindset of living debt free and being able to live the life that I want on my terms. In my opinion, if you're smart with your money, you can live fabulous and enjoy the things you want to in your 50s, 60s, and in retirement. Welcome to the Mature Diva channel where we discuss topics for mature divas. If you're new here, I am so happy you stopped by, and I would love for you to join our community by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post new videos. If you're part of the Mature Diva family, welcome back, and you look fabulous. Today, let's chat about things that we can do and small changes we can implement to save money, keep more money in our pockets, and invest money so that we can live well and stress-free. Tip 1, if you haven't already, review your income and expenses in detail. This will tell you exactly how much money's coming in, how much money's going out, and how much you have left over. If you see that there's more month than money, we know we have issues that need to be addressed. Living paycheck to paycheck is not sustainable and it is not cute. It's unhealthy, uncomfortable, and it leaves no room for emergencies, no room for growth, and it's very stressful. One of the most powerful moves you can make is to learn about wealth and money management. I will always empower you and cheer you on to become debt-free. I'm on the debt-free journey myself, and the changes I've made have given me clarity and a focused goal and freedom to enjoy my life. I'm happy to report that I just paid off my car, and I'll be paying off several other accounts this year. There are so many tools out there for budgeting like Dave Ramsey, His and Her Money, Chris Hogan, and Dr. Lynn Richardson. I've learned so much from watching these very smart people. They have great guidance to help us reach our financial goals. Tip number 2, seek and find people with a frugal mindset. Now, I'm not saying you have to ditch all of your old friends, but you may have to see them less if they're living paycheck to paycheck. That is not a great example. You need the strength and wisdom of people who want to retire early, live debt-free, and enjoy life. Now, here's what I mean. If your existing circle of friends enjoy going out every weekend and blowing $200 on dinner, dancing, and a new outfit to impress people, then you'll need to hang out with new people that have a money-saving mindset. These people will be cooking at home, watching videos, having happy hour on Zoom, and finding free and low-cost things to do on the weekend. It's really important to shift your mindset to save money. Tip number 3 is to cook at home. Not only can you learn to cook or enhance your existing skills, you can save serious money by cooking at home. Preparing meals at home versus going out and paying lots of money at a fancy restaurant can save you lots of money. If you have to go out, consider going to Costco and getting the discounted gift cards to your favorite restaurant. This can save you $20 right off the top. Tip 4, pay yourself first. Make it a point to invest in your retirement account and savings before paying anyone else. I personally have money taken out directly out of my check for my retirement account and my savings account, and I pay bills and buy personal items with the remainder. Also, I have money direct deposited into a travel savings account. You'll be amazed at how easy it is to plan for travel knowing that you have the money already there. So I save $125 a month to this travel savings account, and my husband also contributes the same amount. So at the end of the year, we have about $3,000 to spend on travel. So this helps us get our flights, our hotels, place a large deposit on a cruise, and we don't have to worry about placing that travel expense on credit cards. And if we have a travel emergency and we have to fly home, we don't have to stress about it. Here's how we do it. Figure out how much you typically spend annually on travel and break that up into monthly deposits. Set your goal and work towards it. It takes a lot of stress out of travel planning when you know where the funds are coming from. Here's a bonus. I also take $100 per pay period and place it into my personal spending account. So every month I get $200 to spend on personal items like beauty and hair products and services, my clothing, shoes, and accessories. And if I want to go out, this is the budget that I use to do so. So when that money is gone, it is gone. And this forces me to strategize about what I really want to spend my money on. Here's an incentive. If I don't have anything in particular that I want to spend my money on that month, I let it roll over to the next month. And sometimes I accumulate a pretty good amount that I can use towards spending on something that's on my dream list, paying off a bill early, or I can transfer that money to my regular savings account. Tip number 5, ditch the high maintenance hobbies and treats. Now, I don't go out for expensive coffee very often, but I used to love going to Starbucks weekly until one day I really looked at how much I was spending on that grande cafe mocha. It was costing me a lot, and then I looked at how much others were spending around me that went even more. Some of my colleagues went to Starbucks like twice a day. Imagine how much that costs. That's a lot of money. So I decided to brew my coffee at home, and it was just a coincidence that a manager that I worked with asked me if I wanted her brand new Keurig. She said she had bought it and never used it, and it was still in the box. So she said it was last year's model and that someone had bought her a new one, so she offered it to me for free. So I love my new Keurig, and it has saved me a lot of money. Also, take a look at your current subscriptions too. Ask yourself, do you really need that gym membership that you aren't using? Or can you work out at home? Do you need all of those music subscriptions, or will one suffice? Review all of your subscriptions, because $10 here and $20 there can really add up. And you can do a lot with that money to benefit your pockets and not the pockets of others. Tip number 6 is to start a small budget for the maintenance of your car and home. Every car is going to need maintenance, and if you own a home, you know things will break down from time to time. And there is nothing more stressful or aggravating than to have to replace an expensive appliance or call a repair person out to fix something, knowing that you don't have the money readily available. Then you're forced to use your credit card or shift money around for this expense instead of just reaching into your savings for the expense and being done with it. Trust me, it still bites when you have to pay for repairs, but knowing that that money is there to be used for this purpose relieves stress. This also leads to another thing. Don't put off regular maintenance on your car or home, because it can lead to larger expenses down the road. Here's an example. Many years ago, the brakes went out on my Dodge Daytona. And if you ever had a Dodge Daytona, you know how many years ago that was. So it started out as a squeal, later turned into me having to replace my brakes, my calipers, my rotors, and this was way more expensive than if I had just stopped and taken the car in when I simply had a brake pad issue. So a $200 problem turned into a $1,000 problem because I let it go on too long. Tip 7, sell stuff that you're not using. If you have things in your home, your garage, or a storage facility that can earn you money, sell it. That money can bulk up your savings. Even a small storage facility can cost around $80 a month. That's like $960 a year. So we'll round up and say $1,000 a year for someone else to keep your stuff that you probably don't need or want anymore. Tip number 8 is to make a plan to pay off all of your credit cards. You see, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. And when you see that credit card statement and it says, if you pay the minimum amount, it'll take you 18 years to pay off this credit card. But just below that line, it says, if you pay this amount, it'll only take you 3 years to pay off this credit card. So here's the thing. Many times it's only like $100 more, and it'll save you lots of money, interest payments, and years of paying off that debt. Make it your mission to pay off your debt in 3 years or less if you can. I'm using the snowball method and I love it. I find myself talking to my credit card statements. I say things like, you know what, it's time that we break up. Treat it like it's an old boyfriend or an ex-husband and tell it, you're no good for me and you gotta go. Tip number 9 is decrease and then eliminate your dependency on those credit cards. I have to say it once again. Once you take a look at how much you're paying per month, the amount alone on the interest will piss you off. Take a look at how many years it'll take you to pay off that debt if you only make the minimum payment versus how many years you have until you retire. Ask yourself, will you be able to sustain this payment in retirement? Have you taken a look at how much money you will have in retirement? Take a serious look. It can motivate you to make the changes that you need to make now. Also, look around and pay attention to older people. If they are living the life they want to live without stress, ask them for tips. Most older people will be thrilled that you're asking for their advice and want to talk. If you see older people who are barely getting by and who are having financial stress, use this as an example to get laser focused on your financial goals. Tip 10, shop around. Compare pricing and get the best deal for you. There are certain brands that I prefer, but I will comparison shop to get the best deal for my family and my needs. You know, this is true for brands at the store, cable TV, internet service, cars, whatever it is. Just be patient. Chances are that the thing that you want right now, you don't need right now. If you can put that item on a list and plan for that purchase, the better off you'll be knowing that you paid for the item in cash and you saved money by shopping around. And you won't be pissed off looking at the credit card statement years later knowing you're still paying on that item. Personally, I'm all in favor of bringing layaway back. For my family in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, layaway was a way of life. It taught us to budget accordingly, and there was no interest, and it taught us to be patient and how to strategize. Well, those are my 10 frugal hacks to retire fabulous. Let me ask you this. What is your next step? Wouldn't you rather see your money in your account growing and benefiting you? Tell me what strategies resonated with you and what plans you have in the comment section below. I'm confident if we implement these tips that your stress level will reduce if you're having anxiety about your finances. Also, if you need to bring in more income, this is the time to implement a side hustle. This can help you achieve your financial freedom even faster. And there are lots of things that you can do from the comfort of your own home. Remember, you don't have to implement all of these tips at once. Take baby steps. And once you get the hang of this and you start to see your savings and retirements grow, it actually becomes fun and very rewarding seeing your money grow. And you'll want to save even more and share your experience with others to empower them. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. It's always my mission to empower us so that we are living fabulous and debt-free together. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Our next goal is 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So subscribe and tell others. Until next time, Mature Divas, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay fabulous.